All right, everyone, welcome back to Courtroom Conversations.
On the classic Courtroom YouTube channel.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
I'm Dylan Brooks Hamilton.
And I'm Susan Kelly Ashford.
And we're so glad you could join us again for another deep dive into
a fascinating legal case.
Yeah, this one's got some international aspects to it.
Absolutely it does.
So if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you hit that like button.
And subscribe.
And subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
So we can keep bringing this content to you.
Absolutely.
So today we're going to be talking about a story that spans a decade.
That's a long time.
It is a long time.
Yeah.
About a Pennsylvania college student named Shannon Keeler.
Right.
Who in 2013 accused another student,
Ian Cleary,
yeah, of sexual assault. And it's really about what unfolded over the next 10 years.
A lot can happen in 10 years.
It really can.
Yeah.
So, Susan, what really stood out to you about this case?
Well, I think Shannon Keeler's persistence is remarkable. Yeah. I mean, being 18, going through that, and then seemingly facing institutional reluctance to pursue charges.
Yeah, we see that a lot, actually.
We do. The Associated Press has reported quite a bit on just the challenges that survivors face.
Yeah.
Especially on college campuses when reporting sexual assault.
Yeah, and it can be so discouraging that you can just see why people would just give up hope.
Absolutely.
But Shannon didn't. And what's even more interesting is that right after everything happened, she immediately took action.
She did.
She had the rape exam.
Right.
She gathered evidence. She reported the assault to authorities.
Prepared.
Yeah. Almost like she knew it wasn't going to be a quick resolution.
Yeah. And in the meantime, Ian Cleary disappeared from campus.
Yeah. I wonder about that.
I know, we don't know. Was he avoiding consequences, or did it have nothing to do with the allegations?
That's something I'm sure the defense will bring up.
Absolutely.
But then fast forward 8 years.
Wow.
2021.
Okay.
Keeler gets a bunch of Facebook messages.
Okay.
And it seems to be from Cleary himself.
Oh, wow.
What did you think when you read those messages?
I was very intrigued by them. You know, there seems to be an admission of guilt on the one hand.
Right.
He says, "So I raped you."
Wow.
But then he expresses remorse, "I'll never do it to anyone ever again," and then seeks forgiveness.
Asking for forgiveness.
Yeah. "I need to hear your voice.
Yeah.
I'll pray for you." It's like up and down, up and down.
Yeah, the police were able to verify that the account did belong to Cleary.
Right.
So after years of silence, he just pops up with these messages.
It's like he wanted to confess.
Yeah, trying to clear his conscience.
Right, but it also brings everything back up for Shannon.
Oh, absolutely.
Can you imagine carrying that burden for so long and then this happens?
I can't even imagine.
And then it becomes an international manhunt.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
They found him living in France.
France, of all places.
I know, Metz.
In 2022.
So now we got to get into extradition.
Yes.
Can you explain how that works? Ugh, it's a complicated process, especially between countries with different legal systems.
Like France and the U.S.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
France has a lot of protections against extraditing its citizens to countries that might have the death penalty.
Okay.
So there's a lot of legal maneuvering.
A lot of back and forth.
Assurances between the two countries.
And get him back here.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it worked.
It did. They brought him back.
And through all of that, Shannon remained tenacious.
She did. She never gave up.
What a story.
It is. And think about the emotional toll.
Oh, yeah.
The trauma, the roadblocks, and then these Facebook messages.
It's hard to even think about.
It really is. The cost of justice can be high.
So now that he's back, what do you think we'll see in the courtroom?
Well, the prosecution will probably use the evidence Shannon gathered.
Okay.
The rape kit, the witnesses, and those messages.
Oh, yeah, those Facebook messages.
But the defense might question all of that because so much time has passed.
Oh,
they
yeah.
might try to bring up consent and just poke holes in the prosecution's case.
It's going to be an interesting trial to follow, that's for sure.
It is.
And it really makes you think about how we deal with sexual assault, especially on college campuses.
Yeah.
And how social media can impact legal cases.
It's a whole new world.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I think this case really highlights how important it is to believe survivors.
Absolutely.
And support them.
Couldn't agree more.
So for everyone watching, what would stand out to you if you were on the jury?
What would be the most important factors in your decision?
Let us know in the comments below.
Yes, we'd love to hear your thoughts.
And don't forget to subscribe to Classic Courtroom.
For more deep dives on courtroom conversations. We'll see you next time. See you then.
Bye.